this monkey on your back since you were a child of self-destruction. Going back to the Silver House, I think I would find different ways to create self-destructive environments around myself, because ultimately I felt I didn't love myself. And so I romanticized chaos and fell in love with violence. Being from a violent place, that's easy, Maybe it begins as a defense mechanism, but then you start to derive sense of self from it. Be like, my value is that I'm more violent than this person. That's why I'm more of a man than you are. I would just find ways to play that out. I always had a girlfriend. I was always this dual, like, Gemini personality, Did I seek like deep connection and real love, but then I like sabotage it. And going through this list and looking at my motivations, none of it was about attraction or love or genuine emotion. It was all like just validation, escapism from my own sadness, a sense of control, to feel like because I know my charisma, that I can make this situation play out how I want it to. And seeing yourself like raw on display like that, it is whack. This ain't the way to be,
Yeah.
And that's literally around the same time when I was living in that house that I talk about. But it just took time and took like extreme circumstance of that car crash for the shit to really click, I was learning in that time, and I was in that program. But I was also like deeply ingrained in the behaviors I had built over so much time that I wasn't ready or equipped to even get out of it. It took like shit going on. Rock bottom hit a point, man, like at that same time. Man, when I was in that mosque, man, that shit was speaking to me for real, because, he says people struggling financially. I had near $0. I had gone from like being rich, I had near $0. There's people dealing with violence in the streets. Man, one of my best friends was trying to kill me because I'm doing all this stupid shit, beefing and whooped him, and now he's mad. So what the imam was saying to me was really hitting me, because I was like, never did I think and I was living in the hood. I was back in the hood, and I knew shit. There's gonna have to be a significant shift, a change in me, because I'm being shown that the way I'm living my life is a dead end street. And honestly, like, coming to a relationship with God is a seismic shift in my life. I never had one. Maybe I even disdained God, felt like, how could you allow so much suffering? But learning that I could rely on God for my suffering, well, it changed it all for me, and then being handed God's blessings in such a blatant way, shifted my perspective on shit. And I've been able to just like piece by piece, like build it back up, coming from literally zero.